Welcome to episode 188 of the Sound 228 podcast. What's good, people? My name is Lisa Wills.
And I'm Matt James. What is up? Thank you for
And
joining us tonight. We have a killer show for you. Major Moment are going to join us and talk about the upcoming tour, music, everything that's going on with them that's been going on since we last spoke to them. And I know Annie's just dropped last magazine a review of Major Moment. Bam right up. Go and check it out. We've also got the Grudge match. Who's in the Grudge match, Lisa?
Envision and the Almas. So some Sound 228 favorites in there.
Yeah.
Some people who are very dear to our hearts.
Later on in the show, we've got Frets for Pets coming to join us to talk about that and everything to do with that. So I'm looking forward to a great show. Now, we're missing two people. So I know Jared's going to be running a bit late and hopefully joining us. But Kevin is off on his jollies.
Yeah, he's on his way to Louder Than Life.
Bastard.
Yeah, you can't blame him though. Although I will say, spoiler alert, he does have some really cool interviews lined up. So
he does. And
yeah,
I believe last night he was at Judas Priest and Alice Cooper in Biloxi.
Yes, Judas Priest, Alice Cooper, and Corrosion of Conformity were in Biloxi last night, and Chris Montgomery was on hand to take the photos. So we're going to be having that for you very shortly.
Yeah, which actually, I don't know if you saw on socials, Alice Cooper and Nita Strauss shared Chris's photos.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, well done, Chris Montgomery.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
and everything. So that's pretty cool, and that's a win for Chris and a win for us because he's, a 228 photographer. So we're growing and growing. So let's start off how we usually, shall we?
Well, wait, before we do that, I want to send some special love out to our senior writer, Anne. She is not well right now. And so she could use all kinds of love and support, any kind of messages. Definitely hit her up. She could really use a friend right now. So she's going through some stuff. She posted on her Instagram. I saw a bit of an explanation about what's going on. She didn't go into detail, so I'm not going to share that here. But please send her some well wishes. We hope you get better soon. We love you.
We love you, Annie.
Yeah. So what have we been listening to?
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first? And there's no surprises with me, but I don't know if you wanted to kick it off.
I've been listening to a lot of Future Palace. They're going to be hitting the States next week for the first time ever. They've never come to North America. So I'm very excited. They're a German post-hardcore act. I got to see them earlier this year. They're phenomenal. I'm excited about that. And I go to Sleep Token Monday in New York City. Bitches.
Right. Wait, fuck you. No. Some killer shows coming up.
Yeah.
Which is generally what I've been listening to. Friday. And I swear people are going to get sick and tired of me talking about this band on this podcast, but I can't help it because they're incredible. I'm going to go see Raptors on Friday. My boys, we're going to have a little party at the Exchange in Bristol. You've been to that venue before. It's a great little venue.
Great little venue.
And I'm excited to see Kite Thief again because they are main support.
So, no.
Yes, they are. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. It's, Kite Thief are main support for that. So.
I'm so jealous.
I think the last time I saw them was at that little festival that we went to.
Yeah, that was that 2 years ago? Misery Loves Company?
Yeah, that's the name of the festival. I can remember it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And then jealous. Obviously there's a huge show for me and you coming up.
Yeah.
On October 10th, where you will be flying over to the UK because we have Architects Arena Tour.
Yeah.
So I've been jamming the old Architects. We were actually listening to the Architects before we went live on the old YouTube there. So that's what I've been jamming, and there's no surprise there from me. Let's be honest, it's two bands I rave about all the time.
Yeah, whatever you're listening to, tell us if there's like a new band or a new track that's dropped. I tell you, it's so hard for me right now. Like my day job is trying to kill me. So it's hard for me to listen sometimes with all my meetings. If there's something new that you want to talk about, please let us know. All right, Citizen Soldier. All right.
Relatable. That's what I'm looking for. I like tracks that I can relate to, so I'll check that out, Cindy. Thank you.
Yeah, I do like that. That's right. October 10th. Oh, we should probably mention this show. Do you have it?
Do you want to do it right now?
Let's do it right now. Let's talk about what we have coming up real quick first, because we have a huge show on October 10th.
Yeah. So while me and Lisa are partying at Architects in Manchester, in Biloxi, it is going down.
Yes.
We have Envision opening, Dead Eyes coming on and absolutely destroying the place, of Virtue just taking down whatever's left of what Dead Eyes didn't break, then Nerve coming on and just, you know, taking down the pillars, and then Archer's just going to blow the fucking place up.
Yeah,
I mean, don't see how that venue's standing after that lineup goes on that stage.
Yeah, let's test the structural integrity of the sanctuary in Biloxi, people. Okay. Tickets are on sale right now at thesound228.com. This is going to be an amazing show. If you have not seen Dead Eyes or A Virtue, those are or Archers, I can speak to those three. And Envision, get your ass out there. It's going to be one hell of a time. And the sanctuary is doing an amazing job. We had a great show, Rock for a Reason, just this past Saturday. Phenomenal. So please go and check out the Temporary High Tour on October.
If you're in the area, come to this show for us and support and whatever. But if you're not in the area, or you're in the North American area and stuff like that, go and check it out, because the tour is going across the whole of the States, I believe. So
yeah, it's gonna be a great show.
Yeah,
great tour.
And, talking of Envision opening up, we have a grudge match.
It's time for the grudge match.
It is the Alma's Strays challenging Envision, who won last week. Should we just roll into it?
Yeah, let's go.
What do you mean, which one is the play button?
Gather all the
I playing with a broom?
We're just strays, staring in the face. We're not going away. The saints of sickness over and over. We're just strays, kick us till we break. We can't take our voices away. The saints of sickness over and over. We're just strays.
What do you think, Zay? It's a wrap.
What a great fan interaction video.
I saw a
Yeah,
lot of familiar
yeah.
faces in that video. I haven't seen it yet. I love that video. That's got to be one of my favorites from them. I mean, aside of the one where you showed
Well,
everyone
I
your
was just gonna
ass.
give you a fun
That
fact. Frank and Crystal were trying to talk me into doing it again for this video. But
Oh, so
unfortunately, at the time that they were asking us to do the videos, I was so slammed with stuff at the sound and riff, and a lot of family stuff going on that I just didn't have time to make the video. But yeah, Frank and Crystal were trying to talk me into having my ass cameo again.
oh dear God. I don't think anyone
No,
needs to
I
see
don't think
that.
so either. But
I,
you know,
I I did. I enjoyed that. So, for those of you who have never tuned in before, this is how it works. The grudge match. We need you to put in the comments video number 1 or video number 2. Video number 1 is Strays by the Elmas. Video number 2 is our returning champ, Siren Song by Envision. Go ahead, put it in there. I'm going to count it up and we will give you the results at the end of the podcast.
here is Envision
So-
Siren Song on the Sound 228.
Lay me down in a watery grave. Say a prayer as I'm wasting away. The water in their veins, they begin to decay. They wonder about the meaning of this dying state. And every fucking siren calling at the door. They wait for the moment to send a night. I'm crashing through the surface. The waves pull me under. They won't be satisfied. I'm drowning in this ocean. It pushes and pulls me to another raging tide. I feel like letting go 'cause I'm hot for life. So bury me in this grave. I'm crashing through the surface, and I can't see the light. I choke on my words, suffocate on the truth, and spit out the blood of a half-wasted youth. Throw away my life, in the end I hope it wasn't new. Scared that I start to betray. The essence is terminated, but it's far too late. And every fucking siren calling at the door. I wait for the moment to send a night. I'm crashing through the surface. The waves pull me under. They won't be satisfied. I'm drowning in this ocean. It pushes and pulls me to another raging tide. I feel like letting go 'cause I'm hot for life. So bury me in this grave. I'm crashing through the surface, and I can't see the light. If I
Well, there we go. Get your
Woo!
votes in the comments. Video number 1 for the Almas or video number 2 for Envision. And if you want to see Siren Song live, don't forget, get your tickets October 10th. Archer's Nerve, Virtue, Dead Eyes, and
Yes.
Envision. Get your tickets now because I believe they're selling quite well.
Yeah, they are. It's actually doing really, really well. So get them before they sell out, folks. You don't want to miss this one. I promise you, especially like when you see these emerging acts in smaller venues, that is the best place to see them. I don't know about you. I am not really a fan of the arena show. Someone had mentioned my Papa Neil behind me. I'm a huge Ghost fanatic. I've been following them for 11 years. And I've seen them in like really small clubs, when no one was going to see them. And that's the best time to catch these artists. Very often they're at merch after. You can meet them, you can talk to them, and have a really interactive fan experience, which is a wonderful opportunity. You don't really get those because now if I want to go and meet Ghost has a meet and greet, it's costing me like $600
crazy. And
so
I'll give you a prime example of a unique experience that I had with one of the bands that's on the lineup. So they came over, Virtue came over, and they played a few shows with my boys in Raptors. So I was like, gotta go and see a Virtue and obviously a Raptors. So I went to London to go and see them, and I actually met Damon's mum from a Virtue. I actually met his mum and sat down with her for about half an hour and had a really good conversation with her, and that's an experience that I'm never going to forget. And it's those kind of these smaller shows, you get to know people better, you get to know bands better, you get to meet more people better because you've got a closer knit community to make more friends. Rather at these big shows, there's like the Architects at Ali Pali, for instance, 12,500 people. Like, how am I supposed to talk to the guy who's right at the back and make friends with like-minded people,
Right. Well, I mean, our guests that we're about to bring on, they make themselves very readily available at their shows, and I am very excited to have them finally on the podcast. So let's bring them in. Let's bring in Major Moment.
What's going on, you guys?
Woo! Hey.
Good to be here. Thank you for having us.
What is up? Andre and Sasha, what is going on?
Oh, a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on.
As usual.
Right.
I am loving the Linkin Park shirt. One of my favorite.
Thank you so much.
I love those dudes.
Yep.
You guys, in my humble opinion, have really had an incredible year. You're finally getting out there on the road, playing all kinds of shows. You released your album, The Pain That Makes Us Grow. The whole thing is out finally. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love your sound. I love your music. I've been able to catch you a few times live. Great experience. So tell us, you've got a tour coming up as well. So tell us what's going on in your camp.
Right. Well, we already kind of mentioned quite a few things that we've been working on. We have an upcoming tour with our good friends in Outlier and Silent Theory, and we're super excited and so grateful for Silent Theory, taking a chance on us and inviting us to hop on tour. This is just, kind of a dream come true. This is our first tour ever, like a first legit tour. We're going to be on the road for over.
Some of you know that we've done a couple of those not a tours over the summer. And so we're happy to finally jump in the van and travel.
But this is going to be like a stretch of over 2 weeks worth of shows. So that's awesome. Super excited about that, and hope to meet all of you guys out there. If you don't have your tickets, what are you waiting for?
Yep. I also wanted to say, hope Annie feels better.
For sure.
Sending her love.
Yes, totally. Thank you so much for interviewing us, and thank you so much for your hard work. And we hope you feel better real soon.
That'll give us some spirits up. So
much love to you.
For people who don't, unless you're living under a rock, I'm sorry, in, again, my humble opinion, and you don't know who Major Moment is, can you guys give us some background? Tell the people who are watching who you are, where'd you begin? Give us a backstory.
Man.
How much time do we have?
Right.
For you
all
guys,
the
we got
time you
all night.
want.
We're just the two crazy Russians that traveled across the world to pursue a dream of making music and making connections with other people through music, because we ourselves made a connection through music, through Linkin Park, actually.
Yep.
And that's how we met. And now we're married. Now we're in a band together.
Now we're singing together,
and, like,
writing together.
We
everything else.
Right. We just feel like might as well just push it to the limit, right? Like we feel like luck is on our side sometimes, Like, what were the chances of us meeting, right? And
now
starting the
we're
band
giving back to the music gods with our music. Hopefully it helps someone else to go through whatever the times, the life is so difficult.
Right. And one of our goals is to kind of make a point, make it like a proof of concept for other aspiring musicians. Like, this is possible, like whatever we're doing, right? Like, I'm not by any means trying to say that we're having a huge success, right? But we're having a little bit of a success, right? Here and there, like we're getting some traction here and there. People are responding, so we're super grateful for that. And other aspiring musicians, if you guys are watching and you're thinking like, oh, this is not for me, like I'm never gonna make anything. If you work hard, you're gonna make it happen. If you really want to make it happen, you will make it happen.
Yeah. You say you're pushing the limits, and I really think you guys are. It's you being in a band with band members is hard enough. But you two are married. Sasha, how have you not killed him yet?
And vice versa, yeah.
Right. It's like,
it's difficult, but I think we're the best. We got it.
Is it difficult to balance that band life, married life, or is it sort of just so intertwined together that it's just life?
I don't think there's
life
right.
at this point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any separation at this point. It's like we wake up, all we talk about is band. We go to bed, like all we talk about is the band. Like, oh, did you do this? Oh, did you do this? We wake up. Oh, what's on our agenda for today? Like, what are we doing? Right? It's whenever we go out, we always mostly talk about the band. Well, whenever we go out, right? Mostly talk about the band stuff. Like whenever we message each other, it's mostly about the band stuff. I'm not even complaining. It is what it is. Hey, what's going on? Some familiar faces in the chat.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. Some loyal supporters. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Thank you for being on our side. But yeah, we're just two people that didn't come from money, that didn't come from connections in the industry, and we're super grateful for whatever opportunities we're lucky to be given, and have to say many thanks to the artists. Some of them are huge artists that are taking chances on us and believing in us and giving us those opportunities to open for them. This is phenomenal.
Well, I mean, being an independent act is hard enough.
Right.
I mean, I know, Sasha, I believe you do a lot of the social media content creation. You have to wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
I'm wearing one right now.
It's just so hard. It's social media, it's booking, it's trying to make those connections and keep those connections in a network. What has been the biggest challenge, do you think, that you faced so far as an independent act to try to gain that traction?
The problem is the juggling everything at once.
Definitely.
It's just you have to, as you said it, to wear so many hats, and it's like each of us has like about 6 departments of full-time jobs inside one. Right. So yeah, it's just like making sure you're doing everything, a little bit of everything every day, and trying to juggle things around. Basically,
as an independent artist, you have to act as a record label yourself, and record labels have, like, big record labels, like if we're talking majors, they have departments, several departments that employ sometimes several hundreds of people full-time, and being quite a small mom and pop operation here. we have to do all of that stuff on our like lower scale, right? Smaller scale, but still have to do all of that. And social media marketing, have to learn a ton of things. You know, we have to learn how to frame ourselves in the picture and how to set up lighting. We're still learning something every day.
Definitely.
You know, how to set up. Now, for the next year, we're gonna have we're gonna try to do what you guys are doing, so do some live streaming as well.
Yes.
Like on a more professional scale. Yeah, some audio engineering, video editing.
Well, you forgot the merch and all the shipping, the orders. At shows, it's like so
hey,
many
Vaughn.
things. Stage presence.
Good to see you here.
Yeah,
we'll see you in North Carolina, right?
That's what I was going to touch on about the whole, you know, being band members and being married. After, you know, we've been talking on and off for a couple of years now, since we learned about you as the artists. And the one thing that I've loved to see, and it sort of portrays in your music and across like your social media content and stuff like that, is the amount of support that you give each other to make this happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you're a unit, and it's predominantly you two doing everything. And you know, like you said,
lot of things. We're doing a lot of things. Steve is also helping us out with many things. And before John left the band, he was also helping with some stuff. You know, so we have to give credit when credit is due. But a lot of things fall on our shoulders, just because, you know, strictly speaking from the fact that the two of us have been in the band for 8 years now, and you know, other band members joined much later. So I understand that there's a challenge of it's difficult to kind of jump on board and understand just how much there's going on behind the scenes. And you know,
it definitely takes a crazy person to be in the music business in the first place. But I think we're just crazy enough.
You have to be just crazy enough, but not too crazy. It's like you have to be just creative enough, but not too creative, because like you're just gonna, you know, keep creating and not do anything else, right?
Yeah, get stuck on one task for like a couple of years and nothing else gonna get done.
Yeah, it's like, it's just super weird. Like it's probably like one of those industries where there's like no straight path to success. There's like almost no replication, you know, of something that some other artist has done, right? Like you think you're gonna try to replicate what they've been doing, but like they've been doing it their way, and maybe it worked for them.
And plus
with some luck, right? And maybe, and most likely it's not going to work for you the exact same way.
Yeah, and plus it's evolving so fast.
Oh yeah, for sure, exactly. But
there's no blueprint. Every single band is different. There is no blueprint for this. Every single audience responds differently. You could put out the same exact reel for every single band that is in the market, and their fan bases will react differently to it. That's the hard part. It's the learning curve of figuring out what your fans respond to. Has that been, that's got to be so frustrating though. I mean, Sasha, when you're sitting there trying to create content all the time, you know, I mean, I get it.
Yes.
I get it. It is so frustrating trying to figure out, and you're like looking at, like, it gives you the professional dashboard on Meta telling
how much
you
you
what
suck.
was successful.
Yeah. Here's your 50 cents. You did great this week. Thank you.
Right. Or it's telling you, you know, like, oh, this is your top performing content, and you're looking at it and you're like, really? I really thought it was going to be this, but you're like, it wasn't. And you're like, so you have to try to redo your thinking on how you're going to present. And then it changes. As soon as you do that, it changes again. And you're like, you know what?
And I guess what the same kind of thing applies to the music as well. Like sometimes you put a lot of effort, you know, into promoting a certain song, right? And you put a lot of, you know, faith in it, and you think it's gonna be like, you know, the biggest song ever that you released so far, right? But it doesn't always happen like that, you know.
Thank you, Vaughn. Love you. Yeah. I would want.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish.
No. I actually wanted to say that, you know, like if you're trying to like play the social media game and see what works, what doesn't, right? Like you kind of, might fall into the path of like also trying to play the algorithm game, like with the music, right? And like that's a very like fine line of where you stop, kind of expressing yourself as a creator, and you kind of start thinking from the perspective of like, oh, is this gonna perform well, or how people are gonna react to this?
Yeah. So that's exactly what I wanted to say. It's like about perspective that you put in while posting content. It's not about like, oh, I'm gonna try this because this worked for somebody, but mostly coming from what I wanted to say and sharing our story and sharing our music in the most creative ways that we can possibly think, showing our personalities, and just seeing the response.
Yeah,
Right.
Something I say all the time is, because obviously me and Lisa do a bit of social media marketing at Riff, as you know, and it's something I say to my clients is, don't try and hit or chase the algorithm, because you're never going to do it. Be yourself, and it will naturally go down that road. You will hit the people that you're supposed to hit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you can't pretend. You know what I mean? You have to be who you are. You have to do what suits your music and what suits who you are. I think you guys have actually been doing a great job of it. I love seeing your social media, but I want to get into really quick. We do have your latest video, Married.
Right.
So I'm going to play. Jared is not here tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and play Jared really quick. So one of the things we like to say on this podcast before we play a video is tell us everything or tell us nothing. Matt and I did watch it. And Sasha, did you create
the
this?
music video for Married?
Yeah.
Well, partially we filmed a couple of scenes for it, but no, we worked with
So the graphic, the 3D graphics were not created by us, but the concept was created by us, and we filmed our own shots that were later incorporated in the video by Cameron Burns from Captvard.
Yeah, we're starting all the music videos and like monitoring the whole process pretty much from the get-go. From the concept, picking up props if there's any, and like the scenes and what do we want to say, the story. So yeah.
So the story is ours.
Your personal story?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. It's a song by you guys who are married about being married. Is it about your personal?
The song is not about us. But the video.
Oh, thank God!
It is.
Yes,
right?
It is.
The song was actually inspired by a story of my parents, who are still together and married, by the way, and still alive and well. But I kind of had some thoughts about, I had, I guess, a perspective of my own about their marriage. Right, but it's not on my fucking business. At the end of the day, if they're happy, right? So, but that inspired the song,
Yeah.
Me watching their relationship over the years, me growing up and having thoughts about like how would I act in certain situations? Would I try to like part ways with my partner, for example, or I would like still try to stay together and make it work somehow. But the music video is inspired by our journey, and you can make whatever you want out of it.
Oh, I got questions. Don't worry. All right, Matt, you ready? Let's do this. This is Married by Major Moment. This is the Sound 228.
A different shade of a thumb.
My bad, we're all muted.
I broke down in tears.
I will say that is an absolutely fucking stunning song.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think the video really does it justice. I mean, for me, I don't know if you've watched Spaceman with Adam Sandler.
I don't remember.
It reminded me of that. You can see it on Netflix. It's about this astronaut, and he has like different hallucinations. It's about like this weird personal discovery. But it also reminds me, Matt, a little bit of like Space Odyssey. You know, where like these people are so committed to this one thing in their life, and they're married, but it's not, they're married to their job. Wow. They're not really like, they're sort of hardly participating. Like they're literally phoning it in the marriage, but they're fully participating in their work. And when it says married, you know, it's an illusion. They're married, but they're not that focused. So is that what you're getting at?
That was damn close.
Yeah, that's,
that was very good.
That's the first. That's the first when you know, somebody kind of you know, got it right on the dot, basically. Yeah, that's basically what the idea was behind the video. That you know, if you're born to be a spaceman, you know. What are you gonna do about it, right? You're gonna be a spaceman until the end, even if you know that your destiny is to, you know, to sacrifice your life for something that you're born to be.
And I think a lot of people actually really struggle with this in terms of their work. I know that I'm someone who's a workaholic. So for me, it's really hard to separate my work from my actual life. Like, do I even have one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's got to be really hard for you too. I mean, as musicians, like you just said, talking about, like, you get up in the morning, hey, what's up? Let's talk. Like you talk about the band, you're always talking about work. It's so hard to pull yourself away from something that you're so passionately committed to. But then you realize when you're married, you also make those vows and you make that commitment to that person. Where is the line?
That's amazing that you got it. That's awesome. Like, that's why we usually don't like to talk about the music videos or like what the song is about, just because usually when you don't know, you just make a story of your own, and that's precious.
Right. If it means something to you, something personal, you know, let's leave it at that, right? It doesn't have to be what we wanted it to be. Like, it could be something that you think it is.
And that's the power of music. It's interpretation of, like, you could be going through something in a particular song and taking an emotion and putting it into that song from an experience, but I could listen to that song and relate to it, to something that's happened in my life that's completely different, you know. And that's why I love this scene. That's why, you know, I do what I do here. And I find that line between work, as well as Lisa does, work and life, it's kind of like music, and it's my passion. It's what I do. And you know,
exactly.
It's now 2:15 in the morning where I am, and I'm sat on the podcast talking to you guys. You know what I mean? It's that.
You look fresh, my friend, for 2:15 in the morning.
I try.
Yeah.
Oh, stop! It's not American time.
But yeah, no, it's the visuals and, like, just the song itself is absolutely beautifully stunning. And I think the way you've written it and composed it with, you know, the lyrics and stuff of being married, it's kind of like a love story that's infected by this work and stuff, and the visuals, it's stunning, absolutely stunning.
Right.
Yeah, I love the visuals on this. I really, it brought it home for me.
Aw, you guys, thank
what
you.
What made you decide to go? Well, I've heard you perform this live and without seeing the video, but now that I've seen the video, it brings so much more meaning to it. I understand the story.
Right.
So what made you decide on astronauts?
Well, to begin with, visuals are a very important aspect of what we're trying to accomplish as storytellers in major moments. So that's why we have, you know, such a strong emphasis on music videos, and I believe to date we've shot 16 music videos in 8 years. That's quite a lot of music videos, quite a lot of money.
A lot of
Quite a lot have. Right, but we're super proud of that because it allows us to tell a different side of the story that you're not necessarily gonna like kind of hear from the song itself.
I mean, we grew up on the music
on MTV and like Linkin Park.
So.
Obviously, we're big with music videos, and you know we kind of had to do something like that. It makes us happy, you know. Like we live in the world where like 20, 30 years ago, it would be unimaginable for an independent artist to shoot a music video, right? Like right now, you can do it yourself. You know, you can do it on your cell phone. Your fans can do it on their cell phones and send it to the Almas and into the music video. So that's the beauty of the accessibility age of technology, basically, that we live in.
So about astronauts, very interesting. It goes back to the story that everyone has their own perspective on the music video. I've been to the other podcast, and the person expressed about the astronauts that they're being isolated from all of the world. So like they're kind of together as a married couple, but they're isolated in their own space. You know, so that's
right. The music
that's very cool perspective.
The music journey could be a very lonely place. But that's also like the contrast of being married to somebody. You can still feel lonely in the marriage, right?
Understand. Well, but I think when you're that focused on something, it is a lonely place. You know, being in a band is extremely difficult work. You are isolated. You don't have time to, if you're that focused on it and you're that passionate about what you want to get out there and what you want to accomplish, it's a very lonely place. You don't have time for extracurricular activities. You don't have time for hobbies. You literally eat, sleep, and shit, whatever you're doing. And it is hard.
Have to time those bathroom breaks, by the way, as well.
yeah.
Strategically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We are in the bathroom. Here's our telephone booth. You know what I mean? We're in the bathroom on the cell phone.
It's a precious time too, you know. All the great ideas are toward the
messaging, responding to comments, and now everybody's gonna hate me for it, and they're gonna think like I'm only responding to comments while I'm in the bathroom, right? But please don't stop commenting on our videos.
That's the reality. That's the reality of life. That's the reality of the world that we're living in. You know, we're expected to be everywhere all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, like we go to the bathroom and then we have a notification.
Yeah.
Oh, we better respond to that. It's
Next time Major Moment responds to your comment on any post, just ask Andre if he's in the shitter, all right?
Are you sure? You're not on the toilet right now. Are you?
If you are, you're doing a very good job. All right, your album, The Pain That Makes Us Grow. You guys finally released the entire thing. I'm so happy for you. Can you tell us the concept behind the album?
So we started writing those songs quite a few years ago, and at first it was supposed to be like a 4-song EP, but then we had some events in 2020, that prevented the world from doing much. So the plans grew into turning it into a whole album. And 14 songs that are on the album, they're all kind of tied together by the themes of pain and hopefully growth that comes as a result of it. And we're super excited about about this album, and we already have the second album pretty much ready to go, believe it or not. So we're we're trying to be productive.
Yeah,
and it's not easy, but
we're finishing up on the second album, guys.
Right, everything is already recorded. We're just adding some touch-ups here and there for the second album.
Okay, so then I have to. That begs the question: are we going to do a waterfall release for this
for sure.
album as well?
This is what we're gonna do.
Great. So we'll have it in. We'll have the whole thing in 20.
No, I hope to make it happen faster this time. So we hope for the release by the end of 2026 for sure.
Okay.
Hopefully in the fall of 2026, right? But we're gonna start releasing songs hopefully at the end of October, starting with our leading single that's called Promises. That we're super excited for everybody to hear.
Yes, very excited. Very special song.
Will you be playing it?
Yes,
on
we will
this
be
tour
performing it for the first time ever, before it's even available anywhere. And we want to do something special since this tour is going to be very special for us, right? And we're probably going to have some download cards at the merch table where people can just go and listen to the song and maybe pre-order the album if they fancy.
Wow. Okay. Well, so if everyone wants to find you, where can they find Major Moment?
Oh, we're everywhere. On every possible platform, we're probably there, but we also have a merch store, majormomentband.com /merch. This is where you can support us. We're on Patreon, monthly donations and membership helps us to plan for the future, to plan our expenses, to plan our next moves.
Very cool perks over there. So like different tier for your budget, if there's any. But we always appreciate just you being here and listening.
It could be as small as $7 a month, and we also have some content that is available for free there as well. That's not available on any other platform, but it goes up to like $200 a month, and we have quite a few very loyal and very generous fans that are supporting us on that tier, and we're super grateful for their support.
And everything else you can find on majormomentband.com.
Right.
And you guys are super active on social media. If I know, I mean, and I doubt it's just for me, but whenever I send you a message, you always respond right away.
Let's ask the chat. Let's ask the chat.
You guys are...
Chat, do we respond to all messages or what? Or are we liars?
Yes.
No, they do.
No, you're very, very
I think Yvonne already said that they are responding to every message. So like, yes. I think we already got that covered. But I also wanted to say hi to Justin.
Yeah.
Who's there? Hi, Matt. Aww. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for joining.
Well, thank you guys for being here. Make sure to catch Major Moment on tour with Silent Theory and Outlier. That tour kicks off. Oh my God, Thursday?
That's
right. Is that
next?
I can't really read
next week.
Yes, next week, next Friday.
Oh, it is.
But we're also playing a show on Wednesday in Scranton, Pennsylvania, supporting Lakeview, which we're super excited about.
Anne sent me the graphic for it. So
stop it. Why do I live in the wrong damn state?
Right?
I really need to move to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania gets all the shows, man. I'm so over it.
Go get your ticket, go to a show, go buy some merch, support this incredible band because they're going places, but they can't do it without the fans supporting, buying merch.
Absolutely, yes.
Tickets and stuff like that. Go do it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Sasha, Andre, thank you for your time this evening. Always a pleasure. I hope to
see you guys.
Thank you so much.
See you soon. Thank you guys so much. Much love.
Be
Thank
safe.
you.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh man, I love
them. They're great people.
If you haven't seen Major Moment live, you are really missing out. They are available. They will come talk to you. They'll take pictures. They have a sick AF merch booth with all kinds of stuff, like anything you can dream of. It's at the merch booth.
One of these bands
so please go
you can see are grinding hard behind the scenes, like I say, we've been talking with them on and off for a couple of years now, and you can just see the drive and the passion that they have to make this band a success, and they're doing everything that they possibly can. So go and support them, people, please.
Yes, please. All right. And just a reminder, please go ahead if you haven't voted yet for the Grudge match. The Almas video number 1, Envision video number 2. We need your votes. I'm going to tabulate those at the end of the podcast. But right now, we've got Frets for Pets who are going to come and join us and talk about their show. I believe it's this weekend at the Juke Joint.
Hello. How are we?
Hi.
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good, doing good.
It's good to have you back on.
Always a pleasure to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
I feel like me and Alex are talking over each other.
Yeah, you guys have a.
Alex, you do the introductions.
You guys have a. That's okay. That's okay. You guys have a big event coming up. I believe it's this weekend, right at the Juke Joint.
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
Next
I
weekend.
could have put the flyer up to get you the
Okay.
right date,
Next
but I just thought
weekend.
I'd let you, muster self in there in the corner.
wanna,
Because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, just want to say up top, we've got September 25th through 28th, and this is our first year doing it as 4 days. We're kicking off with a comedy night on the 25th, which includes, I just want to say I'm very excited about comedian Zach Holmes, who was on Jackass. But more than that, he does a lot of really fun song parodies about shitting his pants. You gotta go check those out on Instagram. They are very funny. Like, it's like In the End, but it's a song about shitting his pants. Very funny comedian. Alex, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's really cool to see how much it's expanded up to this point. Like, and getting involved with the local comedy scene was also something that, I'm not going to say it was sudden, but after the end of last year, it wasn't something we were anticipating. But I kind of feel like that's just how it's gone as far as like going from one night show to this point. It just kind of organically grows. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be able to kind of like weave in other parts of the entertainment scene around here together. So it's all like just community, you know?
Yeah, I know.
It's cool.
Well, for people who might not know what Frets for Pets is, can you go ahead and tell everybody about it?
Yeah, so Frets for Pets, we are a nonprofit animal welfare charity. So once a year, we'll do a 3 and now 4-day music festival. It's mostly local bands. We do have some more bands this year from like kind of out of the region. We've got some from South Texas, and we've had people from all over the place. But 3 days of just music, band support. We have vendors. We'll have a huge list of raffle prizes. And all of the money is going between Jackson County Animal Shelter, the Humane Society, and Tired Dog Rescue. We're a nonprofit. We don't get paid for this. We're just here to jam out and help some animals. And that's the vibe every time.
Oh, yeah.
So do you also have an adoption event during this 4-day venue, like this 4-day project? Like, this is a huge project for you guys. I mean, having 4 days of artists, vendors, comedians, whatever, are there adoption availabilities as well?
We have spoken about having adoption events, but this is an outside event and it's a pet-friendly venue. So between that and the fact that, you know, it's usually really, really hot. Normally we have the event in August, but it got to the point where like musicians were like having heat stroke on stage. So we bumped it later into the year, but with, I don't want to call it chaos, but with how much goes on at one time, I don't want to like stress any animals out. I don't want there to be potential, you know, conflict with people's pets or anything like that. And so that's not really something that we've talked to the shelters about. But we're always able to like promote other things that you can do aside from adoptions as well, you know. And we also go to the Humane Society. Last year we went and we got to meet some of the shelter animals. We got to go outside and play with them with like balls and frisbees and take a tour of the shelter to see all of the animals, the cats and what have you. And we talked to them about how they're trying to expand and have a secondary kennel area because, you know, all of these places are at max capacity, pretty much 24/7. They always need supplies. They always need donations. They always need adoptions. Yeah. So, you know, getting the word out is the big goal there, as far as adoption events, maybe in the future. But man, this year was a lot to put together. Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
I can imagine. And I remember last time you guys were on when it was the one night event. And we spoke about, you know, is it something that you want to grow? And you said like you'd like it, and it's something that you dream of to grow. And now to see it over 4 days, and I'll tell you what, people, for the 4-day weekend for $40, get your fucking asses down there. That's $10 a day.
It's not a bad deal, I'll tell you that. And so Alex is our sitting president, and I'm a co-founder with Dimitri. So I've been here since it was 1 day, and I'm astounded because I'm honestly not sure how we've all done it. I mean, it was big when it got to 2 days. I thought like, okay, like we're doing something now. Then 3 days was an experiment, and it worked. And to be at 4 days, it's really good to be able to use 4 entire days to raise awareness for things like Alex was saying. A lot of these places are at capacity, and we really need people to recognize that they need to adopt, not buy from breeders. Jackson County, I know, for instance, has been at capacity or near capacity all year. The situation with people abandoning animals, and then also others just not adopting when they buy pets, it's gotten pretty serious, and we need to try to shine a light on it and put some money to them if we can.
You know, I've noticed, especially, and I'm sure it's the same where you are as well. Like, I live in Virginia, and for me, every time I'm going through my social media feed, all I see is the animal shelters begging for help. They're all at capacity all over the country. The economy is really, people, you know, we have inflation. Things are costing way more right now. What's the first thing to go? Your pet. You can't afford to take care of it anymore.
I hate that outlook, but it's also it's a tragedy of truth, because if you can't afford the food, if you can't afford the enrichment and the care, you have to make a difficult decision. It's a very sad situation all the way around, but we hope, obviously, by raising this money, that we can bring, if not immediate adoption, at least to these kennels, sorry, not kennels, centers, food, enrichment items, toys, peanut butter for Kong things, you know what I mean? That's what they're called, right, Alex? The Kong toys?
Yeah. That's what it is.
Giving these animals that are in these centers a better way of life so that they can be cared for properly, so that people can adopt them. And you know, it's training as well, because you know, some of these dogs and whatnot aren't well trained because they've been with families from the off, and you know,
neglect or even abuse unfortunately plays a large factor in some of these animals, and adopters sometimes need a patient and caring hand, you know. But I do know
another thing as far as my bad. I just wanted to say, as far as like the overrunning capacity of the shelters, another big thing that contributes to it is people not spaying and neutering their animals. There's a lot of people who they'll have animals, and they'll have like a cat. They let it outside for, you know, days at a time. It'll come back. It's pregnant.
Suddenly
they'll
there's
like
15 cats.
give the kittens to the shelter or just give them away. Yeah. And so we're also going to be donating to SNPs, which is a spay and neuter impact. And, you know, it's like TNR. You know, we want to help animals, and part of that is also going to be by spaying and neutering. And it's not just for your pets. There's also TNR programs, trap and release, where you can find feral cat colonies, and, you know, they'll take them in, they'll, you know, do what they got to do and just let them back into the colony. So, you know, that's one of the things to help out. Like if you do decide to adopt an animal, get your animal fixed, you know, because I know there are a lot of people that, you know, may want to breed or may want to say, oh, well, I want the children of my pet when they pass away. But it's a big risk considering how bad it's getting.
It is. And here's a great question in the chat from Cindy. Is there a way to donate if they can't make the show?
Absolutely. So we do have a Cash App. We do have a Venmo. We can accept cash donations and stuff like that. There are some people where they'll come up to the show and they'll be like, yeah, I bought a ticket, but can I just directly donate? Absolutely. But, you know, aside from donating directly to us, you can always donate directly to the shelters too. Absolutely. You can call them up, get their information, and, you know, write a check or something. But it's all going to the same place. But, yeah, we take donations, and, even if you can donate supplies to the shelters, food and, stuff like that, it's all appreciated every
I'd
time.
like to go back to something you said earlier. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just
But
going to say, like, I think it's really important for people in the community. If you don't have money, but you have time, volunteer. Go to
Yeah.
these shelters, go to these places. And even if you're not like a volunteer, my daughter and I used to do it all the time. She's a veterinary student. We would go when she was really, really small. We still do it now. We'll just go to the local SPCA and we'll go in, we'll play with kittens for an hour.
that is awesome.
We'll go and interact and visit
Yeah.
with each animal, even just for 15 minutes. It makes a huge impact in their lives and in their experience there while they're at the shelter waiting for a forever home. So just because you don't have money, maybe you have a little bit of time, please go and be active in your community and do what you can to try and get these animals the enrichment and the time that they need for socialization.
Yeah.
You can contribute that way.
Oh, definitely.
That's exactly what I was going to say too. And I think a lot of people don't realize volunteering can be hanging out with some animals, man.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of fun, playing ball. It can help you get some exercise, like you can go out and you can just say, oh, I'd like to walk a random dog today. And you can do that. And it's good for the dog. It's good for you. And I think when people hear the word volunteer, sometimes there's a bit of like, oh, what's expected of me? But it really can be, oh, I'm playing with some kittens today. And it is really enriching for those animals. And it's very good to do.
You can make a day out of it,
Yeah.
It's like going to a petting zoo. Like you go and pay money to go to a petting zoo or whatever. Just go down the animal shelter and go and play with the cats and the dogs and the rabbits or whatever it is that they've got in there,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great experience. And not only that, but it also teaches some socialization. And if you have small children, teaches them some skills as well on how to interact with animals and smaller, like, kittens or puppies. And then the larger animals are the ones that might seem scary. They're not scary. They're just scared, so
Sorry.
Take very much that.
Well,
just take a minute,
But to touch on that, one thing that's really unfortunate, and this is more of like, I don't know, maybe like a legislation thing or something like that, but there are a lot of dogs in the shelters that just happen to have unfortunately been bred from a pit bull mix or something like that. And there are laws in some places against having these animals, these dogs in apartments, for instance. Like certain apartment complexes will not let you have pit-based breeds. And so a lot of shelters are overrun with certain breeds, and these are good dogs. These are loyal animals that will protect your home. They do what you want a dog to do in some, typically. And it's a real shame because there's a previous owner. My last dog was a rescue who was half pit, and she was the best dog, not counting my current dog that I've ever had. And so it really strikes me to the heart when I see just pit mix after pit mix after pit mix when you go to a shelter. It's very sad.
The trouble is they've got a stigma, like, because I used to have a Staffordshire pit, and I had him from a puppy, and I trained him properly, right? He was a bit of a unit, but I'd be out with him and people would be scared because of the stigma that's behind the pits. And he was the nicest dog that I've ever met. Like, he'd lick you to death rather than bite you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that stigma that is around it, that people, oh, well, you can't have that here because of this. You know what I mean? And I think it's just sad that, if these dogs are trained properly in the first place or got the right training, they're not a problem.
And a lot of that stigma is around bad training. It's horrific to talk about, but people raise them to fight sometimes, and it's horrible. And they live very terrible, abused lives. And so, it's really about, training them correctly from when they're puppies. And ones that haven't been trained correctly can take, I think I said this earlier, like a patient hand, but it can be really worth it, I think,
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about a show. You said you've got comedy on Thursday, which looks like a barrel of laughs, to be fair. I remember Zach Holmes being on Jackass, so that's going to be fun. Friday?
So I would, you do it. I've been talking too much. You go, Alex.
It's every time. It's all good. So on Friday, so we do our best to have like a good mix of different genres because we support music, period. But we don't want to give people like musical whiplash essentially. So there is a kind of a vibe for each day. We got Thomas McCormick, December Falling, which Mario, I've known him for a real long time. He used to play shows at my mom's bar back in the day. Dollhouse, which you're gonna see like kind of indie little pop punk, some of like old
I
school
love
emo
Dollhouse. I
kind
just want
of.
to say.
Yeah, we stand Dollhouse. But we've got like, Shadowboxing. They're going to be playing with Hawthorne Heights, which is crazy because I mean, any elder emo is going to remember them. We've got Penny Bomb, which they played with us last year, and they put on such a good show. I mean, they brought out the alien costumes and the energy and the jams. And then we've got Mark as Happy Boy will be playing as well. And then we'll be having a DJ inside after the fact, after hours, because, there's a noise ordinance after midnight. So that's going to be kind of like a mixed bag. And then the next day we're starting out with Craig Cortello, who we also had last year. He's called the Canine Crooner, and he has an acoustic set. And
He's fun.
yeah, literally all of his music is just about like supporting adoption, like go adopt a puppy. Like I think that's one
He's
of his
like the
songs.
Mummercy of adoption.
Yeah, and I don't know how it took us this long for us to run into each other, but it's like a PB&J type situation with him. But we've got Sweetie, who we've had before, love them. Whisper Party, Shredley, Dakota Amaker, he's going to be out there killing it. Yeah, killing it every time. Dream Scenario.
An amazing guitarist, by the way. I just want to say, talk up Shredley for a second because I love Shredley. Love everybody on this, but obviously, I think we all have our favorites. Shredley is an insane guitarist. He's like Yngwie Malmsteen, like levels of like, oh, really? You play guitar for real? Anyway, I'm sorry, Alex. Please continue. But I just like he's a virtuoso. Anyway.
Oh no, you're good, man. Like support the bros. That's part of it, We got Dream Stereo. Dream Stereo performed last year, and they drove all the way from South Texas. And it was crazy how it happened because we had Facebook ads running, but I guess we didn't like adjust the radius from which they were sent off. So we had people from all over the country hitting us up. And, once they realized that we're in coastal Mississippi, they'd be like, I can't do that. I explained that to Dream Stereo, expecting for them to be like, nah, but they straight up piled up in their van and drove all the way here, played the show, stayed afterwards to support more of the bands that played after them, hopped back in their van and went all the way back because they had work in the morning. I love that level of commitment. It was so awesome. And I was like, y'all, please have to come back next year. Because not only is the music fantastic, but everybody in that band is so just genuinely sweet. And, the fact that they drove all this way aside, they're just good people. So I look forward to having them back. And we've got Shades of Wisteria, which, that's Shredley, Red, Adam Cook, the whole gang, And
they're
so
like our own local super group.
Well,
really,
I also see on Sunday you've got Project 9 and Love Stories End, Skulldozer. These are all super local, bands. Brent Kreiner is in the chat, the host of our
right here from Project 9. There's my boy.
Yeah.
Love Brent.
Yeah, I mean, I love how this is really going after those local artists and even just the surrounding radius, to bring that community together. It's going to be a fantastic 4-day event. Like I'm so excited for you guys. I feel bad that I live in Virginia, man. I want to go.
Absolutely.
Next year. We'll get you next year.
For sure.
Man,
but Sunday is usually our metal night. And like you said, we have a lot of great hard rock bands that with celebrities like Brent Kreiner.
Brent Kreiner, you've been called out, my friend.
Let's not give him too much
there
of an
we
ego,
go.
No, but it's so exciting. Because even I don't know, like on the metal night, like for instance, we have Jupiter Pilot that is also sort of a progressive rock kind of like they have like a big they do sort of like a space rock cosmology story in their songwriting and things like that. We have like on Friday, like it's mostly like kind of like indie rock and emo night, but then we have like Xavier, who's a rapper who is just really good. He's a great rapper, you know what I mean? Really good like beats, lyrics, fun stuff. It's just we have so many things. Like the nights are kind of themed, but like Alex said earlier, like we have so many different genres. And there are fun little treats like sprinkled throughout each night where it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting this, but I'm loving it right now. You know, I think anyone who's at the show will feel that way. By the way, Dimitri Curtis in the chat, should we do a ticket giveaway? What do you think, Alex?
I mean, y'all are the founders. I am but the figurehead, but I'm down. Absolutely.
You're literally the president, Alex.
You're literally.
So let's set some parameters. How do people give away? Is it a pair of tickets?
I feel like it could be a pair of tickets.
Right? Oh yeah,
like, what's one ticket?
I don't think we've ever done a giveaway with just one. I mean, I get the premise behind it, but like, I would want like someone with their.
So, yeah.
Right. So what people got to do to win these tickets?
So what are the parameters?
What do you want?
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 50. No, wait, it was over 50. I already messed it up. Hold on.
I'll think of a number between 1 and 50. Whoever gets the closest without going over.
I'm not good with numbers.
It's like The Price is Right, but different.
Okay, all right.
Go for it.
Wait,
get your numbers in the chat. People, get your numbers in the chat now.
All right, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down. Make sure I'm not being. It is written down.
This is fun. I didn't expect a ticket giveaway tonight. Great idea, Dimitri.
Hey, why not?
I'm down. This is cool.
Right,
on the topic.
Come on now.
Oh, we have our first number in the chat. We have a 44 from Brandy Nicole Fontana.
Yep.
Envision superstar himself, Alex Carr. By the way, check out their new song. Is it Siren Song? I don't want to fuck up the title.
It is.
That was hot shit, man. I haven't talked about it a lot, but that was hot shit, man. I enjoyed that.
We got 44, 25, 27 coming from Cindy Edwards. So yeah, I mean, folks, throw it in there. Throw your
get them in there.
Okay. Do you have it written down already?
Yeah, I already have it written down. So you were talking about Xavier earlier, Mark, and I mean, I bring this up pretty much every time we talk about him. So Xavier is super, super talented. I think this will be the third year that he's performed on the stage. But in the first year, I remember he was a little bit reserved. I think it was just like, being on the stage and for all those people, he was still new and getting used to everything. And every show that I've seen him at since, not just Frets, but like other shows that he has, he is just, you can see him come out of his shell. And every time he just brings more and more energy, and you can see him like really getting into his element. And to be able to see musicians that we're getting to know personally, kind of see them through that process, I think is really cool. Like Jared Dawes, last year he played, absolutely killed it, and now he's looking at a potential Grammy nomination for Road Dogg. Like it's wild, because you're not like a part of it per se, but you get to be like a close observer and like really appreciate the journey that a lot of musicians go through from start to wherever it takes them after the fact.
Yeah, and I love like a lot of things like this that put like festivals on. They will stick, like they'll focus on like the rock and metal genre, or they'll focus on like pop or whatever. But there's something for everybody there.
Yeah,
it's all inclusive.
Well, they say Mississippi is the birthplace of America's music, and we have, especially like a lot of it is local. Like, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of people coming from outside of the region, and we love having them and inviting them in. But in our local music scene, we have really amazingly talented people from just about any genre you can imagine, from obviously like hip hop, metal, indie rock, all the way over to like experimental noise. Like, just there are people here doing everything you can think of, and being able to shine a light on at least a little bit of every part of that, it's a cool experience. It's very cool.
So if people want to obtain tickets to your event, where should they go?
So you can buy them online. We actually doing a little bit of a discount if you buy them online. Otherwise, it's going to be, I believe, 20 the day of and 45 for a weekend pass. You can buy them at the door even. It's not really something we're going to run out of. So, if you don't want to buy it online, if you just want to show up when you show up and be like, hey, give me a ticket, well, you can do that too. The 1-day passes will be just a regular paper wristband. The weekend passes, we have one of those locked plastic wristbands that like you can't take on or take off. So if y'all get a weekend pass, you will be committed with your wrist. If you cut it off, like please don't do that, But yeah, online, in person, however you want to go about it. If you check out our Facebook page, we'll have a link set up.
I do want to
okay.
say
So
the
you don't have is there a website or no?
Sorry.
You go at our Facebook page. There should be a link in the bio.
Okay.
And the Thursday tickets are. Hold on, Dimitri said something in the chat. I want to.
He did. I will
broadcast
pull that
here,
up for you.
Yeah, the tickets for the Thursday comedy portion are separate from the rest of the weekend festivities, but just visit the Juke's website for both. Probably he meant both of the Facebook events. Yeah. Both or the Facebook event pages. Either way,
so
if you want to figure it out.
If you want to go to just the comedy night, you can buy a separate ticket for that show in particular. If you want to see all the bands, go to our Facebook page or go to the Juke and go to their events page, and you can go from there for Brett's.
I just want to say,
and it's for a great cause, people.
In the chat.
It's for all these animals out there that don't have a fucking home.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let kids not have a home.
Right.
These animals are no different.
Right.
Yeah,
and
they
local music. Like, let's support our music scene. Let's support our community. Right. This is local to Biloxi, Ocean Springs area. Get on out there. Head over to Frets for Pets on Facebook. Check out the different links. Please come and support this great cause celebrating music, arts, and animals.
And if you haven't I'm going to give you 1 more minute to get numbers in the comments for these free tickets.
Oh, yeah, the number thing. I almost forgot about that.
Get your numbers in.
So I guess we do closest to. What do you think, Alex? Like if
closest to without going over.
Ooh, we're doing prices right rules.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all were talking about going to the shelters and spending time with the animals and stuff like that. I know the Humane Society, they actually have, I think it's called Doggy for a Day, where you can essentially check out one of the animals for the day and just take them to the beach or just go hang out at the park or something like that. So you can actually take them on a field trip and give them some time outside of their kennel, outside of the little yard that they have for them to play around in sometimes.
And the noise.
And that's something that I've noticed other shelters and other places are doing, because I have stuff pop up on my Facebook often, and I follow a few rescues because of little cats like Wisp and character cats that kind of take the internet by storm. But a lot of these rescues and shelters are starting to implement these options for people who want to help the animals but can't necessarily take them in. So I mean, if you are here, go to the Humane Society and do that. If you're not here, check with your local shelters and see what kind of programs they have that don't involve you having to fully take in one of these babies that are really needing a home.
Yeah, and not only that, but I mean, if you're able to foster, I know that my daughter prefers to foster. She'll take in animals for a few weeks or even a few months at a time. If that's something that you're into, you can bring them in and then give them back. Have a temporary home. That's always a nice way to be able to give back as well to our animals in our community. So Frets for Pets next weekend, the Juke Joint 4-day event. Get your ass there.
Heck
Alex, what's your number?
What's your number, Alex?
My number was 44.
Oh,
wow.
Brandy, there we go.
Brandy nailed it.
Literally
nailed it.
Literally, as soon as y'all said that was the first number that popped up, I had to make sure that wasn't someone else that knows that's my number and be like, did you are you being slick? But no, I even have it like tattooed on my hand. You know, that's it.
Oh my God.
How do you want Brandy to reach out to you about getting the tickets?
Just send us a message on the Facebook page and we'll get them to you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
send them a
message.
Or talk to Kevin and Kevin will sort it out for you.
Works for me.
Kevin will figure it out.
Thank you guys for coming on and putting on yet another amazing event for animals and for your music community. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us again.
Oh, you're welcome. Until next year.
Till next year.
Absolutely.
Yes, until next year. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all too. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a good.
Farewell.
Well, there we go. Let's bring us back up big. Oh, don't like it, but still. What great event for some, like,
it's amazing.
Yeah,
you can't ignore. I mean, literally. I mean, obviously, most people know that my daughter is a vet student. Yeah. Animals are like a big part of my life with my kid, and we have fostered. We have gone since she was a very little. Like I'm talking like 2, 3. And go and play with animals at the SPCA, go to the shelters, just walk around, just interact, like do the things, man. Like you don't have to spend money. I know some people like donate, food, kitty litter. They can donate funds, for spaying and neutering or other medical procedures. If you just go to the shelter and just interact, that's really a big deal.
It is. And I want to put this message out there to people as well is pets aren't just for Christmas. Don't go and buy your kids a dog or a cat or whatever if you can't afford to nourish it and give it the attention. And they're like babies.
Well, it's a 20-year investment.
Yeah. Like I would love to have another dog, right? I struggle to take care of myself. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I struggle to take care of myself. I'm not gonna bring an animal into the situation. Right. I'd love to have another dog, but no, because I know that it's not gonna get the care and love that it needs.
Right.
So just be mindful when you're thinking about these things. But if you can, go and support, donate, go to the show, have a great time. What else have we got?
We have the winner of the grudge match. Oh,
well, before we do that, I want to touch on this again.
Okay.
So get your fucking tickets, people. Seriously, you do not want to miss this show. I am so fucking annoyed. Yeah, I'll be at Architects, but
I don't see anything.
What do you mean you don't see anything?
My internet's weird, so.
Oh, okay. So I put up the flyer for Archer's Nerve, a Virtue, Dead Eyes, and Vision.
Oh, there it is.
Go and get your tickets, right? It's going to be a killer show. Great venue. Give us a lot of support. They're going to fucking tear the place down, let me tell you that.
Yeah, definitely test the structural integrity of the sanctuary in Biloxi. Go and get your tickets. Ooh,
we have this one too.
Morning in May? No way.
And red jumpsuit apparatus.
Nice.
At the sanctuary.
November 30th. We haven't even announced that show yet.
So it was announced last week on the podcast.
Oh, I was not there.
You were not here. Me and Jared were. So go and get tickets for it. It's going to be a great fucking night. And brought to you by 228 Entertainment, Sound 228, Full Circle Entertainment, Riff Media Group, Vans, Korg. I can't even read the small logos on there, but go and get your tickets. And while we were talking about Archers and Nerve show, go and pick yourself up a coffee, people.
So much good stuff in there. The article with Nerve is fantastic. Andy did a great job. Also, there's some other articles about new bands. There is an article about Sahaj Tukotin from Raw Band by Pepper Gomez. There's the article on Major Moment. I'd have to look through the rest of it to tell you.
Because there's a brand new article from a brand new writer we've just brought on, Gina.
Yeah.
Melissa done an article on
The Pretty Wild. Coming to Pittsburgh, right?
Trust me, people, it's so much fucking work in that magazine. I forget what day of the fucking week it is. Oh, and we also had Holly Borden, Holly Roy Photography, going for photograph Chevelle show. So there's some of that in there. So go and check it out. Go and get yourself a physical copy if you can.
Yeah, and bring it to the Dead Eyes, but
bring it to the show.
Yeah, bring it to the Nerve show and have them sign it. I mean, like, for real.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not. If Dead Eyes are at that show, we have Dead Eyes on the cover. We have a Virtue on the cover of a magazine, and you can buy back issues. We have Envision on a cover of the magazine. Go and buy another issue, and
no.
Okay. I've been told, people.
Go buy the magazine and get it signed by your favorite band. They will be on that tour. Anyway, the winner and remaining champion of the grudge match is Siren Song by Envision. Congratulations.
Done. Boys, we will get with Mr. Harris and let him be the asshole again, because he loves putting friends against friends, doesn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, he does.
So
anyway.
When is our next show?
Don't know. Thanks for tuning in.
Is it October 1st?
I don't know.
I think we've got Lansdowne on October 1st.
Oh my God, I think you're right. Lansdowne.
I think it's Lansdowne October 1st. But anyway, you'll follow the socials, people, and you will know.
Follow us at thesound228.com. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you being here, and we will see you next time.